So what's the issue?
No sugar. Ain't no issue. If it was an issue, you'll feel me. I just come to let y'all know, stop, put some respect on my name.
Put some respect on my name.
Y'all saying my name, put some respect on it.
Did you pull up on Ross that way or Trick Daddy?
Man, I'm pulling up on you, nigga.
Yeah. I'm the radio guy. Why pull up on the radio guy? Don't act tough with the radio guy.
I'm pulling up on you, nigga.
Y'all finished or y'all done?
Hey, you talking about?
I ain't got no more talking. Let's ride.
Let's ride, y'all. We out this hoe. Stop playing with my name. I ain't gonna say it no more.
See you later, nigga.
We don't play games around here. Charlamagne, watch your mouth next time. Let's get it.
The Breakfast Club is one of the most iconic
Charlamagne
radio shows in
and
hip-hop, and they have interviewed
I
a
forgot
ton
the
of
light-skinned
huge
nigga.
artists. But these interviews don't always go well. From heated arguments and guests crying to people straight up leaving, these are the most intense moments in Breakfast Club history. Starting off with the Beanie Siegel interview. Charlamagne
I
God,
remember
DJ
this.
Envy, and
Oh,
Angela
DJ
Yee
Envy,
have
that's his
interviewed
name.
tons of people over the Breakfast Club's 15-year run. And while there are a bunch of classic interviews which highlight the show's good side, there are quite a few heated moments that have taken place on the show as well. And Charlamagne in particular is known for pushing the guest buttons. So a perfect example to start with is the 2016 Beanie Siegel interview. Beanie Siegel is most known for his early connections with Rockefeller Records. Overall, he's pretty well liked in the industry and is even credited for giving Ye the
State
nickname
property,
Yeezy.
that's what I know
Before
him
this
for.
interview, there was a little bit of tension because Charlamagne had made some comments about Beanie Siegel and Meek Mill's beef, suggesting that Beans was wishy-washy. So from the start of the show, Charlamagne jumped right into it, addressing the tension.
Now we've had some opinions about each other over the past month or so. I heard you on Tax Podcast.
Yeah.
And then, you know, I was questioning you with your diss records, man. You sounding like a hater lately, man. Yeah.
How you say that?
Because I feel like, you know, you put out 2 diss records, but then you was in the studio with me like 8 days prior to the first diss record. And I'm like, if anybody else did that, I think you'd be saying that was a sucker move. That's kind of snakish.
I don't think you qualified to even say I sound like a hater because you don't know all the particulars. So how you qualified to say I'm a hater? Hate on what?
Qualified
I'm
is
just telling you
crazy.
based
But
on what you see.
why do you say I'm a hater?
Because, you know, everything is that used to be me and I used to be in that position. And
When did you ever hear me say that?
Real quick, you might have noticed the pissed off meter they had in the corner, and the floating head is Fredro Starr from Onyx, who had one of the most heated Breakfast Club rants of all time.
why we got an issue?
Because the way you brought up some shit on some slick shit, I ain't with all that, B. I'm a real nigga.
Oh, you talking about the
Yeah, I'm talking about with that.
All right.
All that, B.
Who we got?
Ever hear me say that?
Real quick, you might have noticed the pissed off meter they had in the corner, and the floating head is Fredro
This the Save the Last Dance nigga. I know exactly who this is. Y'all ever seen Save the Last Dance? For y'all that know, if you know, you know.
Starr from Onyx, who had one of the most heated Breakfast Club rants of all time.
Who we got? Why we got an issue?
Because the way you brought up some shit on some slick shit, I ain't with all that, B. I'm a real nigga.
Oh, you talking about the
Yeah, I'm talking about with that.
All right. What you want me to do? You said
I
it.
don't want nothing. I don't want you to do nothing, nigga. You gonna do what you gonna do.
I mean, you said it.
Y'all niggas ain't play my fucking record up here.
I ain't heard a record.
You don't need to, nigga.
Why we got an issue, bro?
Because you brought some shit up that I ain't like, nigga, and I don't like that, nigga. I ain't no bitch ass nigga.
I ain't say you was, but you
Don't
said
play
it.
Breakfast Club, nigga. Alright, let's get on with the interview.
I don't know what you
nigga.
want me to do.
You can't do nothing, nigga. You can't do nothing, nigga. That's what I'm saying, nigga. You can't do nothing, big man. You can't
Big
do
man?
nothing,
It's all
nigga.
good.
I
I
know
ain't
it's
here
so
for that.
fucking good, nigga.
I ain't here for that.
Playing the garbage, nigga.
So it's still pretty funny that they referenced that. Charlamagne kept asking questions that upset Beans, which created this very obvious and almost cringy tension throughout the entire interview. Charlamagne kept pressing and pressing Beans about his beef with Meek Mill. To fill you all in, basically Meek and Beanie were cool for quite a while, as both rappers are from Philly. But then all of a sudden, after some bubbling rumors of beef, Beanie Siegel took aim at Meek Mill on a podcast. Then Meek posted some text that made it seem like they were cool literally a week before Beans took aim at him. So Charlamagne is saying that it seems like he's just wishy-washy, switching up on his friends, which clearly upset Beans.
But you don't think Beans, after a while, this starts to look like your MO, like when something don't go Beans' way, Beans gets upset? Like
You keep harping on that. Didn't we just answer that?
Whether it's with Hov or like now with me.
That's personal, dog. That was personal. I explained that already. He put the call and I was there, strapped tooth to nail, ready to bust ass about the
Right.
because he a part of our family. You understand what I'm saying?
Now, for
No.
people that don't know,
You don't, how you don't
No, I
understand?
don't.
Because you know why? Because you not from that cloth.
Mom, that's cool. I don't.
You not. That's why you don't understand that.
Life's too short to be wasting your time with suckers or people you think is suckers.
So why I'm here
And
then?
then-
'Cause
and
I
then-
think you're a sucker. So I should be out, right?
Yeah, I
He
guess.
said, I think you a sucker. Charlamagne be pressing the issue, man. Like, you don't need to, he don't be, my bad, that's the wrong usage of the word, but he just be trying to egg shit on. Like, bro, let it go. Y'all already talked about that already. You don't need to bring it up a million more times. It's like he trying to get Beanie Siegel upset.
Yeah, I wouldn't. I mean, that's me personally. I wouldn't sit and have a conversation with a sucker.
Yeah, you'll sit here and you'll bash a little girl, little mama till she cry. That's what you do. Coward,
We
nigga.
talk, me and you talking to each other now. I tell you
Yeah.
that I think you're a hypocrite,
You can think what you want.
and I think you be coming off as a hater sometimes.
It got to the point where Beans would low-key threaten Charlamagne, saying no one would dare square up with him. But of course that wouldn't stop Charlamagne the God from pushing his buttons over and over again, right up until the end of the interview.
Well, I know I'm not qualified to speak on this, but you can understand how some people don't think what you're doing is all the way solid.
You might not think that, but and you're not qualified, dog. You're a rational personality, man.
That is
you
a
don't
fact.
come from my world. You don't come from. You wouldn't understand my
You
world.
don't meet the qualifications.
You don't come from my world. You don't know nothing about it.
Nah, I don't.
Yeah, so
It's-
stop
and I-
running
I-
your fucking mouth, man.
And I don't want
Stop running your fucking mouth. You shouldn't. It's dangerous. It's dangerous.
it. No doubt.
You talking about somebody
doubt.
who went to war with police. It's dangerous. Attempted murders in the height of my career. It's dangerous. You don't know nothing about that, man.
No.
You sit up here and your job is to play games. But play with something safe, man. Don't play with me.
It was clear that Beans was close to
That
snapping
Charlamagne's
throughout
on
this
hush
entire
mode.
interview, but he held it together for the whole time. He also dropped some classic lines like, "Play with something safe, don't play with me." And fans in the comments all generally supported Beans, saying it felt like Charlamagne was attacking him the entire time. So besides Charlamagne's comments before about Beans' beef with Meek, there wasn't really any notable beef between those two outside the interview. And afterwards, not much else happened besides DJ Envy and Angela Yee reflecting on the situation in an interview with Drink Champs.
You thought Beans was gonna snuff Charlamagne at that time?
I didn't think he was gonna snuff Charlamagne, but I knew he was gonna have some words for him, and I knew it was gonna be tense. See, one thing about Beans is Beans is back in the day he probably would have swung on Charlamagne.
Ho. I know I don't see Ciroc on the table. Man, that 2009 ass drink. Oh, this was 2016? Was Don Julio out in 2016? I don't know if Don Julio was out. Was Casamigos out? These must be new brands that I'm saying right now. I don't drink. I'm not a drinker, so I don't know about how long Don Julio and Casamigos was out. But if that's Ciroc, that's crazy. Man, Ciroc damn near was out in the 90s. God damn! Why y'all flying over my house? Right there you go.
Beans is a businessman.
Right.
He knows what his beef has gotten him. I mean, because
Right.
you got kids that didn't know who Beanie Siegel was.
Right.
But now they know who Beanie is, so now he knows he has to deliver music.
Right.
So he's going to play up, he's going to do what he has to say. So I knew he wouldn't necessarily swing,
Right.
but I did know that it was going to get to it. Like, it was going to give 10.
But like I said earlier, Charlamagne beefing with his guests is not a one-off occasion. And another iconic one was his beef with Birdman. If you don't know much about Birdman, he's a rapper and co-founder of Cash Money Records who helped develop artists like Lil Wayne, Drake, and Nicki Minaj. And like Charlamagne, Birdman is also no stranger to beef. So this combo created one of the most iconic interviews in Breakfast Club history.
Yes, sir. I want to start this shit off straight, telling all three of y'all stop playing with my name.
Go on there, let's go.
Stop playing with my fucking name.
Let's do it on camera.
Stop playing with my name. I ain't
go
gonna
right
say it
on
no
in.
more. Nigga, when my name come up, respect it.
Let's go.
Stop playing with my fucking name.
Now, Birdman, I don't want no issues. What I'm about to say, don't take this personal. I'm just a funny guy. Hee 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 ha ha. I crack jokes and shit like that. But I always wondered, when I always used to watch this video back in the day and shit, why did it sound like he was about to cry? Y'all- It sounded like he had like pain in his voice. Y'all just listen to him. Birdman, I don't want no, don't come at me, Birdman. I don't want no issues, man. I fuck with Cash Money, Lil Wayne, and all them. Like, yeah, I fuck with New Orleans and things of that nature and shit like that. Shit like that, yeah, hell yeah. But listen to him, man.
Nigga, when my name come up, respect it.
Let's go.
Stop playing with my fucking name. All three of y'all, stop playing with my name. I ain't gonna say it no more.
He gonna say it no
I
more.
wanted to talk to you on your man in your face.
Absolutely.
You understand me? I knew a few places you was at. I could have pulled up, but I don't think that was gangster. I wanted to come look you in your face like a man and tell you how I feel.
Okay.
You understand me? Straight up like a man.
So what's
No
the
shit,
issue?
no sugar. Ain't no issue. If it was an issue, you'll feel me. I just come to let y'all know, stop, put some respect on my name. You
Put some
understand me?
respect on
When
my
y'all
name.
saying my name, put some respect on it.
Did you pull up on Ross that way or Trick Daddy?
Man, I'm pulling up on you, nigga.
Yeah. I'm the radio guy. Why pull up
care
on the
who you
radio
is.
guy? Don't act tough with the radio guy.
I'm pulling up on you, nigga.
Y'all finished or y'all done?
Hell, you
I
talking
ain't got no
about?
more talking. Let's rock.
Let's ride, y'all. We out this hoe. Stop playing with my name. I ain't gonna say it no more.
See you later, nigga.
We don't play games around here. Charlamagne, watch your mouth next time.
Grand opening, grand closing.
The interview lasted around 2 minutes and was one of the shortest interviews The Breakfast Club has ever had. And while everyone was laughing at the interview, some people were also super confused why Birdman came in so hot, since he usually doesn't even do interviews. And it turns out that Charlamagne had been talking pretty bad about Birdman through the years, especially about how the label owner underpaid his artist and him kissing Lil Wayne. Shortly after this interview went super viral and everyone started weighing in on it, giving their opinions, including Birdman himself.
And I felt it was time for me to go sit down and see this man. I think for a few years he been just slandering my name, just playing with my name and not respecting me. To me as a man, it was deeper than music to me. So I just wanted to go up there and see what's happening, man. Put some respect on my name, my straight up.
In the rest of the interview, Birdman promoted his "Put Some Respect on My Name" t-shirt and explained that
he made
usually
merch?
doesn't pay attention to
That
drama,
was smart.
but since Charlamagne had been talking for years, he felt like the confrontation was needed. But his response was mild compared to Young Thug, who decided to hop in and make some threats at our boy Charlamagne.
Charlamagne, you make niggas torture you, boy. Told you, pussy, you make niggas beat the fuck out of you.
Then Charlamagne gave his reaction with DJ Vlad, where he said before the interview he had never even met Birdman, so the beef didn't even feel real to him.
Like I always tell people, I'm fully aware of the things that I've said, you know, and the things that I've said is, why would anybody ever sign to Birdman when it's a history of him not paying his artists? I mean, you've heard this since the Hot Boy days, and I mean now, the man that he calls his son, Lil Wayne, the man he got tattooed on his chest, the man we've seen him kiss. He's going through it with Birdman. You see him on stage saying F Cash Money, F the Birdman. So it's like I've expressed that.
I didn't even know they
numerous
was
amounts of times. And I'm the radio guy. You know what I'm saying? I'm not out here proclaiming to be a thug. I'm not out here proclaiming to be a gangster. I ain't never told nobody pull up on me and you gonna see what's up and what's what. I'm a man at the end of the day. But go pull up on the guys that's being tough with you.
Charlamagne then said that Birdman reached out to come back on The Breakfast Club again, but he claims he said no since he felt there was no point after how the first interview went. And since DJ Envy and Birdman are friends, Charlamagne said that shortly after the interview the two spoke on the phone and cleared the air. But Envy wasn't the only one to squash the beef. Even Charlamagne and Birdman eventually did as well.
Birdman is somebody who, me being from the South, he's an OG that I look up to. As far as like what he's built, as far as being a mogul, like you can't deny him. Yeah. You can't deny what Young Money Cash.
Oh man, Charlamagne waving the white flag, man. Don't wave the white flag. You said what you said. Stand on it, young nigga. Man, you talking about? Say no. I'm being an instigator, bro. I'm sorry. I didn't mean it. Charlamagne, that was a great thing to do to apologize. Well, Birdman apologized first, and then you came back and gave him his flowers. So I appreciate that, man. We are being grown men at the end of the day. No childish high school behavior will be tolerated. This is nice right here. I appreciate this.
Has done. And my man, Big Bank from the Big Fact Podcast, he put us on the phone one time together, and I was able to tell him that, and it was just mutual respect, So that was a fulfilling conversation.
And ironically, this phone call ended up being longer than the actual interview. And while Charlamagne's been the main reason for the issues so far, and DJ Envy is usually catching some strays, in an interview with Desus and Mero, DJ Envy was actually the one who started the beef. Desus and Mero are a pair of comedians who got popular with their podcast Bodega Boys, which got them an even bigger late night talk show called Desus and Mero. Then they decided to go on The Breakfast Club in 2018. DJ Envy, who always introduces the guest, opened up by calling the two dickhead and out of nowhere. Envy said the two owe his wife an apology because they made a joke that she was only there for Envy's money. This is because Envy and his wife had a cheating scandal, and they discussed it on a TV show. Desus and Mero reacted to the clip on their show and cracked some jokes, which clearly upset Envy. Envy even had the clip loaded up for the interview.
Everything was fantastic. He was a wonderful father. He never failed at that. I really didn't see any red signs.
He's like, damn, you lying as hell. You lying like a motherfucker for me. I appreciate you, queen.
Any red signs.
Wow.
And when I found out, I hired a divorce attorney.
Wow.
I even began to prep my kids. And
how do you prep your kid? Your daddy ain't shit.
Envy was ready to speak his piece.
Talk to him.
Envy.
He did it with the echo shit too. Like, yo, I ain't really sorry.
I felt like a letdown. I felt like a failure. And you know, like I was Rashawn at home, but in the streets I was DJ Envy. So it was two different people. And
I didn't know DJ Envy.
Right. And it was a situation.
Oh, you know them DJ Envy checks though?
What?
I don't know.
You know them DJ Envy checks though. That's a little disrespectful, brother.
That was a joke, Envy.
I don't
For
play
real?
that joke when you talk about my wife.
All right, I apologize then.
They assured that it was just a joke and apologized, but Envy was still mad because the guys kept giving excuses for why the joke wasn't a big deal. But eventually the guys apologized even more and also shouted out the Birdman beef.
Okay, cool. You've established that. We understand. We're claro. Boom.
Everything good?
Everything's good.
Sure, y'all don't need 5 minutes, New York style. You know what I'm saying?
we could go. I got my Spanx on. You know what I'm saying? My shit's tight.
Everybody
we good.
Woosah,
We can
okay.
go outside. You know what I'm saying?
Everybody woosah's fine. You good? All right,
We put some respect on your name. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So, Meryl, you going to therapy now? I heard.
Yeah. It's very important. It's very
This
important.
nigga always
After a
cracking
few
jokes.
more slight jokes that they made about Envy throughout the interview, Envy eventually got up and just left.
By the way, man, I don't know what kind of Jamaican voodoo Desus put on me back in the day, but Desus was trying to get me out the paint with black women for a long time.
Here we go again. All right, but it's you. You dig your own
I
grave.
didn't do it.
It's
though.
your own grave. Every day you dig your own grave. Like you can't. You just don't leave well enough alone, bro.
What just?
Yo, Envy just walked out here.
I mean, not for
By the
nothing. No,
way,
we doing a 5-city tour. So I mean, be sure to check that out. We got Brooklyn,
Bronx,
Queens, Manhattan,
We
Staten
gonna get
Island.
to that. Hold on. Please put the camera on Envy's chair right now.
Hey, y'all better stop disrespecting Envy, man.
After
He don't
this,
play that
Angela
shit.
Yee explained that Envy takes things about his wife very seriously and that joking about it will set him off. The guys were both pretty confused because they weren't sure what else to do besides apologize, which they did multiple times, and then they just continued joking by apologizing to Charlemagne, Angela Yee, the cameraman, pretty much everyone else in the studio, and plenty of other people. Overall, it was a really funny situation, and the comments were all clowning a ton to do. Envy was one joke away from crying. Following this interview, Desus and Mero talked about the situation a little bit more on one of their episodes.
This morning, DJ Envy got his light-skinned, gum-sold feelings on the Breakfast Club.
Wow.
About you being on a show with your wife discussing why. I don't gotta say it. Y'all know why y'all was there.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay, we made a joke about that. And you getting mad at me?
Fam.
They rewatched the clip and doubled down, going at how soft DJ Envy's response came off. The comments continued to on Envy as well, saying he definitely practiced that confrontation in the mirror a bunch of times. People also pointed out that Envy was being a little bit hypocritical because he was getting mad at the guys and telling them to respect his wife because of a joke when he was the one that cheated on her. Charlemagne took DJ Envy to what Charlemagne deemed the Breakfast Club court, where he accepted the apology and gave context as to why he walked out.
Breakfast Club court.
Now, don't get it twisted. I do accept the apology because when he apologized, he sounded sincere, like he really didn't know, and he apologized and he understood. The reason I left the interview is because you're a jokester. You're a comedian. And
Why does it always come back to Charlemagne?
And you make everything funny, and I was mad, and I didn't want that energy up here. So I said, I'm just gonna remove myself from the situation. If somebody falls on their face and busts their nose, you make a joke out of it. That's
because
you.
I'm just trying to lighten the mood.
No, you're not.
You already heard
He
it.
said,
So
"No, you're
why
not."
continue to just add on to the pain?
What's even funnier is that people called in after this and told Envy they just didn't agree with him. But in the end, it seems that the beef was squashed after Desus and Mero sent a lighthearted joke gift to Envy.
Well, a year ago, DJ Envy walked out of our appearance on the Breakfast Club.
And this week, to celebrate his walkout anniversary, we sent him a peace offering, and he loved it.
Shout out to Desus and Mero. They sent me a gift last week, man.
What they send you?
Drop on the clues
You didn't
box
tell
for
us
my guy,
that.
Desus and Mero.
They sent me a gift last week, man.
What they send you?
We got an edible arrangement that said happy anniversary from Dickhead and Pussy.
Envy's wife even addressed the situation when she went on The Breakfast Club. And while Desus and Mero had a much funnier incident, Lil Mama's interview would become so infamous and such a bad look for The Breakfast Club that many people in this video actually referenced it. Lil Mama's a successful rapper and actor, but you might remember her from how Jay-Z's 2009 VMA performance ended when she just invited herself up on stage.
I remember her from "My lip gloss is popping, my lip gloss is cool. All of them be jocking. They chase me at the school. Y'all don't know nothing. Y'all too young, bruh. Y'all don't know nothing about that. That's Lil Mama, right? What you know about me? What you know about? Come on, bruh. Y'all don't know music for real, bruh. Y'all young whippersnappers don't know nothing about that.
Lil Mama's a successful rapper and actor, but you might remember her from how Jay-Z's 2009 VMA performance ended when she just invited herself up on stage. She was 20 at the time that this happened and still went on to have a long and successful career, but this incident definitely had a bit of negative impact. 2 years after the VMAs and a break from music, Lil Mama appeared on The Breakfast Club to explain the situation.
Special guest in the building?
I can't believe this.
What?
I honestly can't believe that she showed up.
It's poppin', Lil Mama.
Now, Lil Mama,
That
you know
crazy.
we give it to you hard on this show.
Already.
Pause.
One of my nicknames for you is the voice of the young struggle face.
What?
It's because you're young, but you have an old face. Like how Drake says, you know, I'm really too young to be looking this old. Like,
Nah, to be feeling this old. I got an old soul, but I feel like people tell me I look 12, 13. They tell me I'm sexy.
room has heard. Everybody in this room has heard. Everybody says, okay, Lil Mama got to be like 30 something. She lies about her age, right? I don't think it's necessarily true that they focus on one female at a time. I just think it's one female right now that people actually care about.
That's
that
popping.
That has
Right.
generated interest. Like,
Right.
I mean, you've only got one album, Voice of the
Right.
Young People.
Right.
One single that people remember, Lip
Right.
Gloss is popping. But
You're right.
since then, you haven't done anything.
But you
Charlemagne, like usual, came in hot as hell. Charlemagne, for whatever reason, was just roasting her, calling her old, implying she was ugly, and just making fun of her career. And then they eventually got to the elephant in the room, which was the VMA situation.
Now
I'll
let's
say
talk
about
about
47.
Lil Mama's her biggest thing in her life. Not the album, not the TV show.
Yes.
Standing on stage with Jay-Z.
Envy, stop
and
trying to
Alicia
come
Keys.
from my neck talking about the biggest thing
That
in my
was the
life.
That was, yes, it was. That was the
They
big.
trying to roast her for real. That's crazy.
White people who don't know who Lil Mama
Yes.
is, Asian people who don't know who Lil
Yes.
Mama is, people
Yeah.
over right now in Africa who might not know who Lil Mama is, say, who the hell is that girl standing next to Alicia Keys and Jay-Z?
That's when I
right.
realized that you were delusional as hell. Because what made you feel like you could get up and go on stage with Alicia Keys and Jay-Z?
Lil Mama tried to explain that it was just her showing love, but it got poorly received. And then Charlemagne just started making fun of her again.
Yeah,
That's right.
Jay-Z.
Let
Jay-Z
them know.
Jay-Z was like, who's this young man trying to get on stage to attack me?
Yo, Charlemagne's son, his daughter, I just saw him, just beautiful. But anyway, I don't
What? Are you
regret it.
high?
And by this point, it seemed like she was getting tired of the comments. Lil Mama continued saying, while she apologized, she doesn't regret it, and that many people in the industry supported her still, including Snoop.
I'm like,
Snoop gets
you know,
high.
Yeah, Snoop gets
So
high.
he probably was just
what's
talking
the
out his
difference?
ass.
So what about if Snoop was right here right now? What would you say?
I would say, Snoop, you really want to do a track with Lil Mama?
It's already done.
Oh, you did a track with her?
Yeah, what were you saying?
Wow.
But yeah.
Shut it up, Charlemagne.
Shut it up, Charlemagne.
Yeah, Charlemagne, be
Are the
quiet.
rumors
No,
true?
he's ahead of himself.
Are the,
Literally.
are the rumors true about Keisha Cole shooting a biopic and you're going to play a young Frankie?
You know what? I saw your little video. You're a mess. You need to stop. You need to stop it.
Charlemagne, of course, took issue with this. They took a call from quite a few Lil Mama fans who kept offering support, and right after this, Charlemagne went back in on her. He also said if your face was the Bible, it would be the Old Testament. I just thought that one was crazy. I had to tell you guys. And like I said, plenty of other people called in, and pretty much everyone was supporting her, which it seemed like bothered Charlemagne. He kept shit-talking her, and things were constantly tense. It started to seem like the interview was feeling a bit more friendly, like Lil Mama seemed cool with the jokes and would roast him back, but that didn't last too long. Then Angela Yee stepped in and asked Lil Mama a genuine question, and when she responded, things got serious.
Because for me, Little Mama, I feel like right now you're not focused on doing music. You said that you want to take a hiatus from music. You said that you want to move to Paris, and all these different things, which leads me to believe that music is not your focus right now.
Yeah.
So, if it was your focus, maybe you would be out there promoting. I mean, you haven't even.
Listen, okay. I've taken a step away from music already. I'm getting back into the music now.
Okay,
My
so
music
that's
will
the
speak
plan.
for itself. I'm not here to say what I'm gonna do. When I was 17 years old, I put out an album while my mother was dying of cancer. That right there alone is a struggle. That's hard.
Right.
That's tough for anybody. But My music will speak for itself. My actions will speak for itself. My mother will be proud. My father will be proud. At the end of the day, and nobody can stop me. Period.
She went on a rant pointing out the hypocrisy of Charlamagne not being supportive and how the show is putting artists down. I think Charlamagne caught the vibe because the jokes kind of stopped and he switched to a more serious note, and DJ Envy tried to end the interview on a high note. A lot of people tried to blame her crying on Charlamagne for bullying her the whole time, which definitely makes sense, but I mean, she kind of started after Angela Yee brought up her mom, so when I watched it the first time, that's what I thought it was. But regardless, this interview caused so many fans to be upset at Charlamagne for being so rude to a 20-year-old girl, which definitely makes sense. Around 5 years later, Lil Mama reappeared on The Breakfast Club with the tension being broken down immediately.
Breakfast Club, we got a special guest in the building.
Oh, she came back
Turn
on.
to the scene of the crime.
Lil Mama.
Lil Mama's in the
What up, Lil
building.
Mama?
What's up, y'all? How y'all feeling?
Now let's clear it up. Last time you was here.
Why you use that?
He's so
Oh my
upset
God. Y'all
because
got
everybody
it.
thinks
All right.
Charlamagne's a bully.
Yes.
He is a bully. But
Yeah, Charlamagne, you're a bully.
I didn't make you cry, right?
No, not technically, no. No, it wasn't you. You know who it was? It was Angela Yee, because I did
That's
see
what I say all
the
the time, is
I
Angela
did see
Yee.
the interview where you said, it was Angela Yee, and then I watched it back. I said, wait, it was Angela. I gotta whoop Angela. No, I'm playing.
So she made it clear that while Charlamagne did bug her a bit, she was mostly upset about her mom. Charlamagne was right back on the jokes though. Then the whole crew tried to get Charlamagne to apologize, but I'm sure you guys can guess that didn't happen.
I think it's a
Oh, my
good time
goodness.
for Charlamagne to apologize for that interview.
Hold on, wait, I gotta look cute.
You should apologize.
I gotta look,
Because you were
first of
very
all,
mean.
I gotta look cute when I accept my apology.
of
And you do look cute.
Not apologizing.
You got to.
You should.
Come on, Charlamagne.
You were
I don't
really
think
mean.
it's
You know,
anything
you
to apologize
went a
for.
little
That's
far.
some nasty stuff.
Come on, Charlamagne, that big ass Chicago Bulls jacket, man. Go ahead and apologize and be a big man, bruh. You acting like a small fry right now, nigga. You getting me upset. Now apologize to Lil Mama and be a man, nigga. Fuck boy. Say nah. I'm just playing, Charlamagne. I don't want no issues.
Jokes.
When Lil Mama doubled down on Charlamagne going too far, she did admit that some of the things he was criticizing about her was accurate. Overall, the episode went much better than the first, so you would think that him and Lil Mama were cool now. But years later on an interview Charlamagne had with Fat Joe, Lil Mama commented, "At Charlamagne the God is a bitch ass dude too." Why? Because when I review tapes on how he tried to trick me, a black young successful woman from the bottom, out of my spot, he actually goes on the list with the cops, killers, feds, and other haters. Charlamagne never addressed this comment. And regardless, this interview went down as one of the worst interviews in Breakfast Club history. If you guys like this video, you might like my similar video about Nardwuar interviews that have gone wrong as well.
Yeah, that's going to do it, man. If y'all enjoyed that reaction video, make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe. Shout out to Matty Bars, man. He made all this possible. And yeah, I'm out of here, man. Charlamagne, what a shame. You made Lil Mama cry. How do you feel about yourself? You proud? Charlamagne always on joke time, bro. He always trying to crack jokes all the time. What you think, you a comedian or something? Kevin Hart ass nigga? I mean, both of y'all are short. You ain't Kevin Hart, you know. Except for he got hair and shit, and you bald. But we about to get out of here. Make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe. And I'm out of here.